Hello, I'm John Darnielle. Some of you are probably thinking, John, you gotta get the hair out of your eyes. And you're right. Some of you are probably thinking, John, if you were a little more in the center, that would be easier to deal with. Well, I can't help you there. This morning I am having really a very irritating morning. If I were to list all of the things that have bothered me this morning, it would be a combination of like, wow, I feel bad for you, dude. And, you kind of just got to get over that. Well, that's what I'm doing. And what do I do when I'm trying to get over stuff? Well, I work. So my work today involves signing a whole lot of J cards. A whole lot of J cards. For those of you who are the tape and we're getting a signed version, you're waiting for these. And I've been waiting for these, and now I have these. And I thought I'd show you how it works. I could sign the front. I could just, John Darnielle it, but, and I'll bet you I end up doing that at some point, because there's a lot of these. But for now, what I'm doing is the shrimper tradition involves a sort of a romantic invocation of the muse to write down whatever you're sort of feeling on the tape. If you look at old shrimper tapes, Dennis is writing, sometimes Xerox, but sometimes there are a whole bunch of them that just, if you look at the A side and the B side of the tape, there'll be some random phrase and sort of a free jazz thing that Dennis would do. So like, for example, this one here, somebody will be the recipient of this one that says, Obituaries in Lucite. Why does it say that? Well, there was a to-do list that involved an obituary that I had on the table here, and then here is a Lucite D20. I actually don't think this is probably actually Lucite. I'm not sure what Game Science Dice makes their dice from, but it's translucent. Makes me think of Lucite. Here, let's see what I roll on this morning when literally everything. I made tea. I made my morning tea, and when I looked in the teapot, there was a cabbage looper at the bottom of it. One of those worms that looks like they came from your nightmares. That apparently had crawled into the pot sometime in the evening and that I hadn't noticed when I poured the water over the tea. That's the kind of day I'm having. Let's roll the D20 and see what happens. The great thing with these dice is you can't read them at all because they're not colored. However, I did roll a 17. You'll have to take my word for it again because it's very hard to read these dice, which makes them, if you bring them to the gaming table, you will eventually get either asked to use dice that people can read, or people will think that and not tell you. But I'm extraordinarily fond of them, be all that as it may. Anyway, I just thought I would show you what I was doing. Look, here's one signed this 21st day of July in the year of the ongoing difficulty. And indeed, this is that year. And these are those J cards. And I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.